Monday morning to you.
Good Monday morning. Welcome to Extol Unfiltered, caffeinated by NWSB. I'm Angie Fenton. This is Meteorologist Peine.
Good morning. Yeah.
Good morning.
Not a bad start. Got a few showers around.
Few showers. We'll talk weather in 1 second. This is kind of how Monday started in our house.
That's how I felt too. I'm with you, Olive. I'm feeling that vibe.
It's the first full week of school for so many kiddos, but that also means for the parents.
The puppy wants
Can you see? That's Mike, otherwise known as Michael Pickle, but yes.
Michael Pickle.
Good Monday morning.
It's funny you said
is.
Michael Pickle, because our friend Angie had a raccoon in her basement last night. So all the kids were trying to get it outside, and they decided to name it Pickle.
Wait a minute. Wait. What do you do?
I leave the door open, put some food outside, maybe.
So
maybe
they had a door. Okay.
Maybe it'll get outside. No, I'm not sure what the resolution was with the raccoon.
Do we have any idea whatsoever? Like why?
I'm not sure if there's I don't know how that got in. I think she's got to try to figure that out. But interesting. We used to bring them in sometimes. We used to live in an apartment in St. Louis, and we'd put food inside, a little cheese or whatever, hot dog, and have them come in, and which is probably not what you're supposed to do.
With a raccoon. No, Ben, no, that is not what you're supposed to do with a raccoon. We'll talk about our weekends in a minute, but where we were this weekend for a little recharge for a few hours, there was a dead raccoon. So I had to keep some canines away from that.
Yeah.
Well, as we're watching people jump on, it looks like our LinkedIn maybe is back up. I think it looks like it. I'm going to check that. So Ben, why don't we check the forecast? Because a few sprinkles were coming in this morning.
Yeah, and I'm going to bring up the radar here for you. You can see we do have a couple. This is the live radar. You can see a shower here still in northwestern Washington County. Around Campbellsburg, you've got some rain there, and west of Bedford. Most areas now dry, though. We did have just kind of a scattering of mostly light rain over parts of southern Indiana this morning. And we were mentioning this earlier here, Angie. There's a little bit of tropical activity starting to ramp up. So that is Dexter.
Okay, so
sounds scarier than it actually is.
It does, especially if you watch that show.
Dexter. So this is moving to the northeast at 10. It's like 200 miles northwest of Bermuda, way off the east coast, and really no impacts from that tropical storm Dexter as it moves farther out to the open waters of the Atlantic Ocean. So with that said, mid-September is the peak tropical season. If you have vacation plans around that time, that's when it really ramps up. But this just shows that the Atlantic hurricane season starting to ramp up a little bit more, which is pretty much right on schedule. And then we can take a live look outside. There you can see the clouds that we have across the area. With those clouds, our temperatures will be held a little bit below normal. With mostly lower 80s across the area. And how about those low 80s and the low humidity we had this weekend?
Very
phenomenal.
Yes, very,
awesome.
Very nice. Well, speaking of weekends, here's our news flash. I like when we have good news. We definitely want to share this because we were talking about it last week. I mean, Floyd's Knobs.
Oh, yeah.
Floyd's Knobs is going to the World Series, and in fact, Ben at 10.
It's right at 10.
I mean, right at 10. They'll be on ESPN Plus, and I mean, how exciting is that?
That is so rare of an opportunity and awesome for the 12U ladies there in Floyd's Knobs Community Club Little League. So very proud of our local heroes there. I think they're playing in North Carolina at 10 o'clock.
Yes.
So good luck to them as they make their way to the World Series.
Yes.
So,
that's
very cool.
It's exciting.
Proud parents.
It's exciting. Really quickly, I think I'm wearing the same exact outfit. I'd said that I have had a bunch of these printed. Evan Harder is awesome. And I am very low key because in just a little bit, going to a couple of places. I'll have a hard hat on and safety vest, and we've got a bunch of shoots and things today. So
more work after work.
Yeah. But this is the fun part, right?
Hey, we got a good morning here from Sue Shively. Have a blessed day. You as well.
Sue, you too. Definitely have a blessed day. We love it when you jump in the comments. Tell us where you're at. Tell us what you did for the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Give some kudos to those rock star players. Can't wait to see. I mean, that's a big deal. That's a really
and what
big
did you
deal.
do to take advantage of this? Like it was almost like an early autumn feel, especially in the morning time. There's like upper 50s,
So
60s.
nice.
We got a little more humidity coming back this week, but kind of typical August weather for us. So
when you say a little more, do you mean a little more?
not crazy where it hits you in the face when you go outside, wall of mugginess, but just a little more muggy this week.
Well, Ben, so I'm going to pull up a couple of photos from your weekend. One, of course, I mean, the cheers for sure. We'll show Big Happy in a second. Who are these pretty puppies?
My mom and my grandma, they live together near us, and that is Mila and Eloise.
They
Eloise,
are gorgeous.
the baby on the bottom, and I think Mila just turned 3. I didn't even know about this breed of dog until my mom got them. King Charles Cavalier.
Yes.
A lot of energy, very sweet, and their like main job is to like try to get inside your body.
Hang on, you said a lot of energy. If you're a Bridesmaids fan, when Melissa McCarthy's character takes like 10 golden retrievers, a lot of energy.
A lot of energy.
So that's their goal, is to like just get in.
They're huggers, and my mom, the one on top, my mom trained her. She got certified, so she could take her to nursing homes, and she knows like not to go up or get up and give hugs, all that kind of stuff. And Eloise is in training. They're just beautiful.
But tell us about the fire.
Had a big bonfire Friday evening, so we were doing everything we could do to enjoy the outdoors. So we had that Friday evening, and then I cleaned up the cabin. It was dusty. We hadn't spent much time up there. The weather was just too hot for it. But then we spent some time up in the cabin Saturday evening. There's kind of the view.
Look at that view.
It is an awesome view. It's about 1,000 feet up, looking over the Borden Valley up to the northeastern sky there, and then inside. I took like 3 hours to finally clean this thing out. But I got drum sets up there, PA system, guitars, and all that fun stuff. Where you can have a rocking good time up there, out in the woods, scaring away the deer.
Do you ever do like rock, paper, scissors with Sarah, with your wife, and go, who gets to go,
who gets to go up?
Stay in the cabin for the weekend.
Sarah and we actually played euchre. We went up there and played some cards up there with some friends, and then I set it up so Brady, my son, could have his last night of summer up there with his buddies last night. The weekend was flawless until one little hiccup. Generator flew out of the side-by-side, kind of tumbled. We're crossing our fingers it'll still work, but one hiccup on an otherwise great weekend.
It's that moment when you just, gosh, if I could just rewind.
Yeah,
rewind. But it's just stuff. That's one of the things that we always reiterate. We've got a couple of really good comments in here. I love this one. Good morning from Unusual Indy Airport. Cell lot for pickup. Dennis Gregory, safe travels to you wherever you're going.
Dennis, I believe, is from Bedford, Indiana, so he's heading up to Indy.
Love that for sure.
Oh, and you got the comment.
There we go. Okay.
My stepmom, Diana Peine, we went to the Indiana State Fair yesterday. It was wonderful. Hopefully you got some good treats out there as well.
Oh my gosh, and what a great day for it. Good morning. The rain keeps eluding us here in LaGrange. It did. We're in New Albany, out like very, very, very close. Literally the neighbors in the backyard are in the county, and then just around the corner it's Floyd's Knobs, and so we got some rain, but it wasn't a big deal.
That's kind of the nature of summertime precipitation. Like it's haves and have nots. It's kind of scattered. So I had to do a little bit of watering on some grass seed yesterday, but it's crazy how fast it dries out. Because I posted yesterday when I mowed my yard yesterday. It was 5.5 miles of walking behind the mower, and it was just dust and dusty boogers after.
But that's a nice little workout.
It is.
What
big time.
Isn't necessarily nice is this comment from one of our favorites, DJ Zip. Your golf game wasn't flawless either, and I know DJ is not talking about my golf game.
We had $5 bet on the front 9, the back 9, and the hole, and he's beaten me every time. I gave him 2 strokes on the front and the back because I thought I would play decent. I played very well. I had 2 blow-up holes. Maybe a few blow-up holes, but otherwise it was a good round of golf.
DJ may beg to differ. You got to love a friend who is willing to
But it was
razz
fun.
you.
So that was Friday. We had a good time.
I love that. Friends who
Out
are
at
willing to
Covered
razz
Bridge.
you at Covered Bridge.
Oh, for sure.
And then Ben, I saw this on your page as well. I mean, you've got lots happening.
Yeah, it's like we're just taking it day by day here. So I feel like this is like the symbolism here is, so that's Dr. Matthew Hyde. He does the entrepreneurship program at Prosser.
Love him.
And I feel like we were pulling Hannah out of the program because she graduated, and then we were giving Matthew Hyde, Mr. Hyde, Brady. So Brady's got 2 years. And then I believe he's going into retirement from the program. This is 2 years with Dr. Hyde. No secret.
Wait, so Dr. Hyde leaving?
2 years. Yeah. We got him for 2 years.
I spoke to his class, and I'll tell you, I mean, he's just magic. He's just one of those instructors that kids will remember, I mean, for the rest of their lives.
Overflowing with positivity.
Yeah.
Like he gives those kids a great chance. And I posted that picture last week during orientation. It got 54,000 views. And a big part of that, he's got a big sign up there that says dual credit classroom, Ivy Tech. I mean, I say it every time. I mean, you can save your kids thousands of dollars if you go through that dual credit.
Did not have that opportunity growing up. And so I love that. Well, just quick, because we do have a guest today. So I'm excited about that. Talked about this last week. I got to dance at the Juice Box Heroes at Enchanted Forest. It was completely worth it, even though it took me about a week to recover from all of that movement that I hadn't done. Got pretty sick on Sunday. That's okay. Or excuse me, on Saturday. But spent a little time recharging where I feel just the best, surrounded by trees and woods in one of our favorite places. And there I am with Olive. So I'm hugging her like that because eventually I'll post this together. This is where Tony Bennett, who is an amazing photographer, took my maternity photos, which obviously I'm not pregnant.
Oh, really?
But I'm hugging my belly there. And so it's almost in the right place. These are just phone photos taken by my husband, Jason, with our menagerie. We call them the Goldens, even though they're not all girls. Sometimes the Golden Girls. Oh my gosh, yes. Oh, yes. And then Yoda, you can kind of see her down there. That's our little Chewini. She got in just a touch. And then Olive is in the creek.
Fully.
And that is me. As a kid growing up in rural Michigan, that was me. I mean, she just had a ball just running up and down in the creek.
I remember that vividly. Creeking is a good time.
I just love it. Just love it. But also,
that's great.
Here's my little fourth grader.
Back to school.
First full week. Had a little, as you saw the photo in the beginning, a little bit of trouble getting up this morning. But then once she's up, she's up. It's the last year before middle school.
I know.
And that's a lot.
Big time.
It's a lot.
So you guys went back last week. There were other schools that went back. And then Borden, Henryville, my son goes back tomorrow. And then I think I've got like 16 days. Then Hannah's up in IU. And then I think JCPS goes back Thursday. So back to school time of year.
It's that time of year. But you know what? We knew it. We knew it was coming. And
we knew summer would fly by. Which it did.
But I also love this time of year because even though, like today, Olive starts Southern Indiana United soccer practice. It's the start of the season, but at the same time, we're still making time for fun summer things. Yeah. You know, it's not fully
still got
over.
The weekends.
Yes. Well, if you're just jumping on with us for whatever reason, we're not linking up to our LinkedIn page and try to fix that a couple of times. That's all right. It's that kind of Monday, but we always love to know where are you watching from. You can watch from anywhere, including in the replay, but it's Extol Unfiltered, Caffeinated by NWSB. All right, Ben. Event
Let's see.
of the week presented by Rasmussen Chiropractic. We love to share the event of the week. It is Sunnyside Vintage Festival located at the District, which is right here in New Albany where Extol Studios are located. And that is on Saturday from 12 to 6 p.m. And we are so lucky that we have Dan Hardesty, who's the District Artisan Market and Patio Managing Partner, who's with us, who's going to tell us first. Let's talk about the actual venue for a moment here, Dan, because I got to actually tour it, not fully finished, but it's getting there.
Yeah, it is getting there. We're putting a lot of work in here. What we've done is we've repurposed an old warehouse in the middle of the neighborhood and given it some life. What we're trying to make this is a destination point, not just for those in the neighborhood, but for the surrounding area to come shop, hang out, just enjoy. There'll be a patio area for lounging, a coffee shop, bakery, food and drink, of course, and then an artisan mall to kind of back that up.
Okay. And so if you're not familiar, that's kind of in front of New Albany High School. Was it Shelby?
It's very similar. Yeah,
15th?
right. Where Shelby and 15th meet, Shelby Place and 15th Street meet right along the railroad tracks.
So if you just take a look, and we'll be sharing a little bit later on our socials, a video, look at it, and Dan's on there as well. But take a look. We've got the inside, just only one view, excuse me, and then the outside with that gorgeous octopus. Dan, so kind of explain the concept again of what's going to go in here long term.
Yeah, absolutely, Angie. One of the things we're really wanting to bring is an artisan style mall to New Albany. So these storefronts will be manned with the folks actually making or creating the merchandise that's being sold, whether that's artwork or leather goods, clothing, services, etc. We want to be able to kind of have them sell that along with educate people as to, oh, this is the leather we use. This is how we source this. This is the process that goes into bringing this to you.
Now, we called it our event of the week. And so people have the opportunity on this Saturday, not only to enjoy, and I'll ask you about that in a second, in the Sunnyside Vintage Festival, but really to take a look at the space as well.
Yeah, this festival, it holds a lot of purposes, right? One, we wanted to be able to give vintage sellers an opportunity here in Southern Indiana to showcase their goods and their storefront, so to speak. A lot of these folks don't have brick and mortar stores, so they want to be able to get their goods out there. And we wanted to be able to provide that while at the same time showcasing the district for prospective vendors who are maybe looking for a home for their business. Each of these storefronts is going to be at least 200 square feet, which may not sound like a lot until you start to try to fill it up. We are making this a very simple process. All utilities, all amenities will be included with the rent rate on that. So what you're going to be getting is a similar style to the 80s mall, right? Hey, when we were younger, when we said, hey, where do you want to go? Let's go to the mall. You didn't say, I want to go to Chess King or I want to go to Maurice's or whatever it was. It was the mall. So we want to make this that same type of destination where it's like, hey, we got some hours. Let's go to the district.
Let's go to the district. But I also love that you're serving as an incubator of sorts for businesses. I mean, there's a lot of overhead when you move into your own space. You know that as a business owner. Dan also owns one of my favorite men's stores, Eureka, in New Albany, and you've got, I mean, far more than men's wear. You got a huge, booming vintage wear business.
Yeah, vintage is huge right now. And this is one of the reasons we're doing this market. We participate in probably 8 to 10 of these festivals a year. And 8 to 10 of them are in Lexington or Louisville. We want to branch out, but we wanted to also make this a local establishment because some people don't want to cross that bridge. Right. So let's give you an opportunity here. We're going to have clothing, obviously, vintage clothing, vintage glassware, furniture, collectibles, toys. Trying to think of some of the other vintage art. So it's not just the vintage clothing crowd that's going to be able to really enjoy this. It's going to be a very wide range.
And it has gotten so popular. My son's 16, my daughter's 18, and every week they go out and are going thrifting and looking for something.
Yeah.
If people are interested in becoming tenants and becoming, utilizing this is really their stepping stone for some, and for others, this just makes it easy.
Yeah, here's the biggest challenge when scaling out a business is, what do I do next? And this is a great launching pad, like you said, to is this a viable business, or is this just a really fun hobby that makes me a little bit of money? And there are two different things. You can have a hobby that makes money, or you can create a business. And this is that kind of middle ground between, do I know it's going to work? Do I think it's going to work? Obviously, we want it to work, which is why we're setting this venue up, because we believe in New Albany. We believe in Southern Indiana. And we want to be able to see concept go into reality for a lot of these folks.
I know he wants to remain behind the scenes. Your business partner, are we allowed to?
Yeah, I don't know. That's
I'm just going to say this. Okay, maybe we'll keep him quiet. You're the front person, but I will say this. I am greatly appreciative of people who are spending their money to bring cool things to the places where they live.
Yeah,
what else can you say besides that? And I mean, Ben, you definitely are going to want to go there, bring your kids there, and just see. I mean, the possibilities they're endless there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be one of the coolest things, and it's going to bring people to New Albany, but it's also going to be something that for those of us who live here, oh gosh, I got to go check out the district.
Yeah. It's, one of the things that I think, the challenge on it, Angie, is it a fad? Is it the new toy, or is it a sustainable venue? And I frankly think it's going to be a very sustainable venue because of the variety and the different nature of the. I think you're getting in on
at the right time for sure. It's mentioned cool things.
Yes.
I mean, New Albany is not a huge town, but I mean the amount of bars and restaurants and new cool stuff happening here is pretty fun.
And so walkable. So that's a big part of it. But with something like this, if you haven't been to Logan Street Market over in Louisville, if you haven't been to Paristown, I mean, those are ones that are kind of what I would equate it to, especially Logan Market or Logan Street. But you can go to multiple vendors all in one place.
Yeah, and it's very walkable. You can spend an hour, 2 hours there and be like, wow, I've really invested some time. One thing I also want to point out, I'm going to backtrack just a second for the festival. It's indoors. So if it gets hot and nasty on Saturday, it's air conditioned. If it rains, guess what? It's covered.
Very nice.
So you are insulated from the weather.
Ben, what do we say? What is Saturday?
Saturday looks mostly dry. It should be a little bit warmer, upper 80s, but for this time of the year, we're looking good. No excuses. Get out there.
Very cool.
No excuses. Get out there. I love that. That's for sure. And again, if people want to contact you, Dan, not just about this particular event, but moving forward, they can message right there on your Facebook page.
Yeah. Right now, that's kind of our preferred method. It consolidates all our messaging. Go to the Facebook page, send us messages, inquiries. We're really wanting a good mix of tenants in here, not a first come, first serve. It's going to be a curated collection of businesses.
Curated collection. I mean,
that sounds great, doesn't it?
It does sound great.
Curated collection.
It does sound great because it means that you're taking your time. Yeah. You're really conceiving of, is this conducive for them, for you, and for their fellow vendors?
It's got to be a good fit. We love candles, we love soap, but I don't want 5 soap businesses and 5 candle making businesses because they'll just cannibalize.
And having your hub on Facebook, as I know, is a good spot because we can tag it, we can spread the word if you go out to the festival this weekend.
That's right. Dan, we're gonna go back just for a second to Eureka.
Sure.
What are you seeing people wear the most, especially those who are in our age range?
I'm wearing it, Angie.
Vintage?
Band shirts. Band shirts
Band
have been
shirt.
so big, especially like 90s bands and late 80s bands. I mean, obviously the tried and true stuff, Led Zeppelin, Rolling Stones, those are always still big.
All right.
But the 90s stuff when we were in high school,
I need to come get
I know,
my grunge
man.
stuff.
Yeah.
Take me back.
This is my new band, Extol. Gotta lean back in here. That's
And I want to throw this out there too. If you have items at home that you want to sell, we're always looking for cool stuff like that. And we will pay you for it. We'll be fair about it. But most of the time, people will look at that and be like, oh, that's probably not worth anything. I'm like, no, most people have about $1,000 sitting in their closet that they're not wearing.
Jeez.
Now that is motivation right there. Again, Sunnyside Vintage Festival, located at the District, 845 East 15th Street, New Albany. That's Saturday from 12 to 6 p.m. Cannot wait. Cannot wait. We will be there.
Love it.
Thank you
so much.
for taking,
Appreciate it.
Thanks for taking the time. And let's take a look, though, at another local vendor that actually I love this story because they started out as in an incubator at Mesa and grew so that they have their own brick and mortar. In fact, whenever we buy it, we always put it in the fridge and we don't get leftovers.
Hey, I'm Peggy Garvey. I'm the chef and owner of Ready Set Prep here in New Albany, where we do meal prep and healthy lunch services. Ready Set Prep is a way to, provide a service for people that may have a hard time finding places to eat just because of their dietary restrictions. We accommodate any sort of dietary restrictions. So if you're low carb or gluten-free or vegetarian or vegan, any of our meal prep meals can be adjusted that way, as well as different options that can be accommodated for during our lunch menu as well. Our meal prep menu changes on a weekly basis. So we offer anywhere from 7 to 8 options that way that kind of fluctuate between breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So we're located at 1222 State Street in New Albany, right down the road from Baptist Floyd Hospital. We are open Wednesday through Sunday, 9 to 4 o'clock.
It's all good stuff.
Love Ready Set Prepped. All right, jumping in here. I'll let you do the reading.
Oh, we got Teresa Wilkins. Good morning to you. Again, this is your show, Extol Unfiltered. Let us know what you did over the weekend, what you're going to be doing this upcoming week, and just let us know what's happening in your neck of the woods. We've got Jackie Gordon. Good morning. Y'all have a blessed day.
Jackie, you too.
You as well. Always good to get started with those good comments on a Monday.
Yes.
Erica Rosado, let me know how to say it the correct way. Good morning. Watching from Facebook in Charlestown.
We do so much in Charlestown. It almost feels like our second home sometimes, Erica. Love Charlestown. And oh my gosh, there's so much progress and things to do. And just, been a lot of fun. That's for sure. All right. Mark is reporting in.
Got a light shower in Jeff to Louisville this morning around 7:15. Yeah. I know a lot of you were wanting a little bit of rainfall out there. There's not much left for now, but we'll have a chance for a few spotty showers and thunderstorms later this afternoon as well.
And here's Lillian.
Lillian Lasley from Litchfield. Good morning, Lillian, for tuning in.
That's I love that you
I'm
remembering these things.
Yes.
That means that people are watching and getting familiar. I cannot. You keep seeing me do this. It's out of control. It's out of control. This is, I'm laughing a little bit because it just, Facebook memories pop up. And when a Facebook memory pops up and you have no hair, and then now it's just like, woohoo. And today where we're going, I already said this, I've got to put a hard hat on. Like you can't have any hair that's, in your face or potentially caught by things. Got a closed-toed shoes. I'm wearing jeans. So yeah, when I'm like doing this,
I like it. Does the humidity?
Wow. Oh gosh,
factor into
curly
this?
hair. Where are my curly-haired friends? Does humidity factor into this?
It's funny. Sarah and Hannah were trying to. I don't know if it was a product or whatever, but they are all trying to get curly the last couple of days.
I got enough to spare. I got enough to spare.
Curls.
I can share. I can share some to spare for sure. All right, Ben, we're going to take a look for just a second. We want you to spill the beans. surely you've seen this on social media, at least somewhere. Ben caught it in his what, exterior periphery, not a big deal.
Yeah, I just saw some people commenting on it.
What's
like
your
it was
take
a big deal or something
on the American Eagle Sydney Sweeney ad? That's what we want you to just weigh in. But in case you actually missed it, which if you did, here you go.
Genes are passed down from parents to offspring, often determining traits like hair color, personality, and even eye color. My genes are blue.
Sydney Sweeney has her genes.
I mean, okay, I get it, and I hate using the term woke. I'm just not a fan of the way that we've turned so many different words into, you know, derogatory terms. But as somebody whose degrees are in English, who loves words and puns and all of that, I love this ad. I loved it. I did. I loved it. And the ones who are screaming about it right now, it's a very small but loud faction. And I'm going to be honest with you. I love that American Eagle kind of doubled down on.
I haven't seen
what they
anybody
meant.
in my real life care about this.
That's
I just see
it's a
it
social
online.
media, which
Yeah.
it's, yes, it is not something, if you're going to sleep thinking about this and you're that angry, go touch grass.
It really hasn't been, pun intended, on my radar.
On your radar. Oh,
A
the
little bit. I
meteorologist
just
with
saw
a funny.
And really, I'm trying to stay away from people arguing online.
But well, and that is, I think that's part of it. Like if you have so little going on that you are going to glom onto an ad campaign, and that is going to be where you're going to fuel all your energy, all of your emotion. Lucky you.
And more than ever, we've seen, no matter what the topic is, there are like I don't know how many accounts, a few accounts that stir the pot, light the fire, and then the other side
take the
claps
bait.
back.
Everybody does it. But then there was, I mean, people are saying, you know, because, I mean, her eyes are blue and her genes, nothing she said in there was incorrect. But I mean, her genes are blue. Like, I enjoyed it and actually thought it was kind of a brilliant ad because, I don't know, for the first time in how many decades, people are talking about American Eagle again.
Yeah, I wore it back in the day. I used to love some American Eagle.
I hadn't thought about
90s.
American Eagle, I mean, since the 90s.
I know. And then it like wasn't popular for a long time. And then now it's getting popular.
I mean, it's getting popular, but also their stock rose. Their stock did go up. So I think it's fascinating what we will glom onto. I mean, I love listening to people read like the, have you ever seen a post and then people will argue in the comments and then you'll have like radio hosts will read it back and forth. And why would you invest that much time?
I think it benefits both sides to get the attention
that
they want.
For sure.
And it's a game.
For sure.
And they're playing it very well.
I'm going to be honest with you. It made me, I'm big into jeans right now. It made me look at American Eagle and just go, huh.
The ad worked.
Yes. And Sydney Sweeney looks amazing in them. So, all right, let's go back to some more comments here. Got a name pronunciation for you.
Rosado.
Ooh,
Rosado.
I love that.
Rosado.
Love that.
Erica Rosado. All right, I'm going to do better next time. Tammy Morton, we've got a comment here from Tammy Morton and Vicky Roble.
Oh, they're together. Okay.
And Lillian Lasley, I'm cooking beans and frying potatoes for lunch. Beans and taters.
I wish we could turn our cameras around. We don't have, our crew is out and about because we've got a full kitchen in there. So Lillian, consider this your invitation. Next time you can come on in
show.
here. Come on in here for sure. Now, Ben, earlier we were taking a look at the media. Ben at 10 starts at 10 o'clock. So I'm going to pull up your 7-day as well. And let's just take a look at that one more time.
Yeah, so we've got temperatures here in the low mid 80s, which is a little bit below normal for this time of the year. Average high is 89. So these temps really aren't bad through the extended outlook. staying right around or just below normal here for much of the work week. Our low temperatures get a little bit warmer. That's an indication the humidity's kind of back up, but very typical for this time of the year. I've got about a 30% chance of a pop-up shower or thunderstorm today, and also for tomorrow and Wednesday, and then very small chance of any isolated pop-ups as we head into and through the weekend. So really fairly quiet for this time of the year. I want to pop over real quick and just show the radar real quick, as we do have just a little bit of active weather across the area. There's a little what we call an inverted trough out to our west, so that helps kick up some showers and thunderstorms. So right now, Orange County, French Lick area, and Orleans, you've got some showers there and a little bit of that light rain heading up towards Mitchell and Bedford in Lawrence County. But most of southern Indiana and Kentucky is dry. And again, the tropics are starting to ramp back up. This is Tropical Storm Dexter, northwest of Bermuda, not going to impact the United States, expected to stay a tropical storm, but an indication we're getting deeper into the hurricane season with the peak in September.
Gosh, so the peak is
always something to talk about weather-wise.
Well, I think so. I mean, so the peak is in September.
September 15th, like mid-September is the peak of the hurricane season. That's when the waters are the warmest in the Gulf and the Atlantic. So
and then it just kind of,
and then it starts to go back down towards October, November. So my buddy John Charlton, I worked with at the station. I call him the Hurricane Hunter because he plans like their anniversary trip down in Florida every year, and every time there's like a major hurricane heading his way. So
seriously,
find out when John's going on vacation.
Well, I was going to say, do you know when that is? So you've got to avoid it. But not a hurricane. But did you watch? I mean, the tsunami obviously did not do. I mean, thankfully, did not create any kind of havoc, loss of life, and like what potentially we were anticipating.
It's getting tsunami warnings is not what you want if you're in Hawaii or around the Pacific. But it was this last week had the strongest earthquake since 2011. I think the 6th or 7th strongest ever recorded. So kind of crazy, yeah. I think they're like few feet waves, but nothing crazy.
Gosh. It's one of those things where, okay, so we're seeing earthquakes. Is it a perception? Are we seeing more, or are we just hearing about more?
Probably hearing about it more. That tectonic plate, the Pacific plate's going underneath that Asian plate there, Alaska, that ring of fire area down through Russia. I mean, there's earthquakes every day there, but ones that strong, obviously not as common, but they happen.
But they do happen. Yeah. All right, Christian Walker says, heading to Middletown, Ohio this Friday, an hour flight and back, and that looks like a helicopter emoji.
Well, good for you, Christian.
Yes.
He's always out and about going around different places.
If you had a pick of the week, what's the day?
Weather-wise? Depends what kind of weather you like. I know some of our yards could use this rain, so it's not bad over the next couple of days to get some showers. But I would say Thursday, Friday, upper 80s. It's going to be a little humid, kind of typical August weather, but mostly dry through the weekend. So
okay, but not the humid that we just came back from.
Not excessive. It's not a heat wave whatsoever, but just kind of normal stuff on the way.
Does Brady have sports starting yet?
Like we've got tennis. He's always playing golf for the fun of it, but he's got it's tennis season in Indiana. It's the flip-flop though in Kentucky. They do golf now.
Okay.
And then in the spring he'll do golf and baseball. So
he does both. But so does tennis start yet?
They're just starting practices. They'll have their first match in the next couple weeks. So
all right. Well, speaking of sports, Adam Kleinert, who is Extol's creative director and an amazing artist, he's got another episode of Art with Adam for us.
Today, I want to talk about basketball. And no, we're not going to talk about Larry Bird, even though we will probably get to him at some point. And we're not going to talk about Caitlin Clark or even Bobby Knight. The Indiana legend we're going to talk about, many of you might know as the Big O. Oscar Robertson is an NBA legend and a member of the Basketball Hall of Fame. In 1962, Robertson became the first player in NBA history to average a triple-double for an entire season, something only 2 other players have done since then. But did you know, standing at 6'5" tall, he was considered the first legitimate big guard, paving the way for players like Magic Johnson. He is also credited with inventing the head fake and fadeaway jump shot, a shot later made famous by some of you may know by the name of Michael Jordan. And these are just a few more reasons that Indiana is considered by many to be the home of basketball.
Awesome art with Adam, as always.
Oh my God. It was,
Crazy.
I didn't watch it on purpose because I like watching it live. We're watching it while you're watching it because I always learn something new.
I know the facts on that, and I'm getting it. Maybe there'll be a gallery someday of all these.
Oh, for
a show.
sure. For sure. I think we can definitely help with that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, however you spend the rest of your day, don't forget Ben at 10 starts at 10, but also Ben, we've got to shout these girls out
One more time.
one more time.
12U, Floyd Snobs Community Club, Little League. They are at 10 o'clock, 18 minutes on ESPN Plus.
ESPN Plus, they're playing in the World Series. That is a huge, huge deal. And kudos to them.
To have that run, to still be playing softball this deep in the summertime. I mean, and obviously
exciting.
The World Series excitement. I mean, the players are proud. The parents are proud. They put many, many hours into this. So big congratulations.
That's for sure. Have a great rest of your week. Ben at 10 starts at 10.